In this business bite, I want to share with you about client complaints, loyalty, and ongoing influence. The interesting thing that is that if you can deal with a complaint in the right way, sometimes, or in most cases, these people who are complaining become the most loyal customers. It's actually just dealing with the issue, because sometimes it's an issue that's just been brewing for a while or has just happened recently, but getting stuck into it and doing something about it can build a very loyal customer base. So here's some lessons to learn. Number one, take all complaints seriously. All frontline staff need to know how to handle complaints professionally, not defensively. Customers should feel they are taken seriously. If it can't be resolved immediately, give it time and follow up. Even if it can't be resolved by that time you've given, following up and say, we're still working on it, but we can't deliver to the date we said. Often, most people will say, that's great. Just hearing back from someone takes the sting out of the situation. Thank them for bringing this to the company's attention. Have procedures in place for abusive or misguided customers. Don't respond in kind and lose the rest of your clients who may be listening. Number two, track reoccurring problems and fix them. Often when you look at something, you will find there's a reoccurring problem, and a simple step, a simple bit of training, a simple process can actually take that issue, because time and money is wasted with reoccurring problems. Complaints need to be tracked. Rectify broad-scale problems as soon as possible. Leaving them for later can cause disaster. Just ask people like Toyota and Hyundai over the years, where they had an issue with different parts of their car and decided to ignore it, which surprised me because they all operate with public relations companies, and the issue became so big, their resolution became very expensive. Going back many years, Hyundai had Excel car coming apart. They seemed to have ignored it, not great advice from a PR company, and the government got involved eventually to overcome the issue, because they basically were not selling any more of the cars through their dealership. So they had to come out with a guarantee, return the car, we'll do a full weld on it and give you a lifetime guarantee. The issue probably would have been easily been able to be rectified, and they wouldn't have lost the amount of sales, and then it would have taken a long time to rebuild the confidence and sales in their brand. Number three, make it easy for clients to complain. I know we don't want the complaints, but make it easy. Survey often, including every concerned customer, not just those who are satisfied. Review and address information gathered on a regular basis, including the complaint handling process. It's easy to think that not all customers are right and simply ignore a complaint. But whether they are right or not, clients are the lifeblood of your business, and no matter how good your product or service, there will always be problems. How they are addressed has a massive impact on your business ongoing. And as I mentioned earlier, if you deal with this really quickly and in the right way, you win often fans for life, who then tell a whole lot of other people. Chrysler in America had an issue, and they invested into running an imported from Detroit campaign, which was a well-executed and incredible piece of advertising that celebrated Chrysler's local manufacturing approach, as well as the people of Detroit. So needless to say, it was perplexing and incredibly offensive when a tweet was posted on Chrysler's official Twitter account. And it said, I find it ironic that Detroit is known as the Motor City, and yet no one here knows how to blank blank drive. So Chrysler claimed its Twitter account had been hacked, but they still failed to outright apologise. While it's understandable for a brand to set the record straight, it's still important to make amends, even if you're not really responsible for what you said, and you need to deal with it. In 2012, fast food giant McDonald's used the hashtag McDonald's Stories to highlight the hard-working people who helped to produce its meals and promote the chain's fresh produce. Instead, users hacked and hashtagged and used it to spread fast food horror stories. Tweeters' comments included stories of food poisoning, weight gain, and finding unwanted items, such as stickers in burgers. Social media can be volatile. You can't always predict how users will respond. Once out there on social media, you don't own the narrative or the brand anymore. Companies need to question the risk versus reward of a tweet or post and be ready to deal with it really quickly. And I guess that's the importance of being prepared and having a PR strategy and having your key messages about your business and what you do. So whenever there's an interview or an issue happens, you're able to divert to your key messages that brings the story narrative back to what are the key parts about you and your business. So go out there and deal with client complaints, build loyalty, and create an ongoing influence that is positive in the marketplace.